about, like I said earlier, the power of using AI as your personal assistant. Okay, so we took a poll earlier, so I won't stay here too long on this page. We took a poll earlier and we asked people, were they familiar with ChatGPT? Is it the first time? And I got that information. So thank you for participating in that poll for me. Okay, next question. Okay. Your personality must shine through. So when you're using ChatGPT, you have to have ChatGPT use your authentic voice and know you. And how you do that, by a show of numbers in the chat. How many people have trained their ChatGPT in the settings? If you have, drop a 1. If you haven't, drop a 2 in the chat for me. Okay, I see some 2s. Okay. So a lot, okay, a lot of 2s. Okay. So I see that most people here, and a 1, I see most people here have not trained their chat GPT. That's very important, whether you're using chat GPT, Gemini, Claude, Copilot, Perplexity. It's very important to train the large language model. If you don't train it, you'll just get generic information. It doesn't know you. So I'm going to go to another screen here, and I want to show you how I train my chat GPT, and I'll just give you a quick glimpse of how that looks. And you can do this on the paid version. You can do it on the free version. So what you'll do, you'll come down here, and you see I use it a lot. You'll come down here where your name is, and you'll click on personalization. And in this personalization, they have boxes that you need to complete. So the general box, it talks about the appearance and the colors and the voice. So with the voice, that's my personal assistant. You can choose a voice that you like, that you want to have talk back to you. So they have several different voices you can choose from. My favorite one is Spruce. So I'll play Spruce and let me know if you can hear it in the room.
Hey, how's it going? I'm looking forward to working together. Let's figure out where to start. What's on your mind?
How cool is that? You can go here and go to the voices, and you can pick one of these pre-recorded voices you like to be your personal assistant when engaging with ChatGPT. Notifications and personalizations. This is where everything happens. You can give it custom instructions. Here it asks about you. You can give it a nickname. You can tell it about your occupation. You can say more about me. So this area, you need to spend a lot of time here training the model. Reference, save memory. So every time you use ChatGPT, it's going to save the information that you worked on prior and things you work on in the future. It's not training it for the public to see. It's training based upon things you have used, if that makes sense. Next, let me go down. Okay, so you can do that. And then you have order. So this is new. ChatGPT, people can order stuff now with ChatGPT. They have data control also. And let's see what else they have. Okay, security. So this is like two-factor authentications. For those on the line that have younger kids and are using ChatGPT, you can do parent control. So spend some time here in the general section and your personalization section and fill this part out before you start taking ChatGPT for a spin around the block. It needs to know you. It needs to get you. Was there anything here in this section before moving on? Anybody have any questions? You can raise your hand and come off mute and I'll answer your question. Any questions? Let me go back. Too many windows open. Okay, so I'll close chat.
I have one question.
Sure, go ahead.
But what kind of things would I put in like the about if you said customize it, what kind of stuff could I put in it when you say tell it about myself?
Great question, Leah. Glad you asked. So when you ask ChatGPT says about yourself. So when ChatGPT responds back to you, you can put things in like you don't want it to hallucinate. You want things about you. You can tell it information about your current role, your past roles. You can speak about how you want it to interact with you. And if you want ChatGPT to give you additional information, you can say, always give me two answers. Also, what I forgot to mention, ChatGPT has two modes. There's a standard mode, and there is another mode called expert mode. And how you know if you're in that mode, when you go to ChatGPT, you'll put in the chat box there, it's called a chat box, you'll put what mode am I in? And most of the time it will say standard mode. You want to switch it to genius mode because the answers are going to be different. It's going to be more in depth. You're going to get more information. Did that answer your question, Alia?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Is there anybody else on the line that may have a question? Okay, if not, we will keep going. Okay, so your personality must shine through. In order for your personality to shine through using a large language model, you have to start in the settings. No matter which LLM model you use, always start with the settings so it can give you the best answers based on what it knows about you. So the AI generates ideas. You don't have to take the first idea that the large language model offer you. You can ask for additional information. Never stop with the first answer it gives you. We all know we never supposed to copy and paste verbatim, no matter how smart chat is. The last time I checked, the IQ is 155. It's really, really smart. You can always ask for additional information until you're satisfied with the answer that it gives you. It always needs a human interaction. Okay, next slide. Okay, so today we're going to talk about resume alignment, resume rewriting, interview drills, cover pages, and also a tracker template. And then if we have time, we will do a Q&A at the end. Okay, so here, let's meet Chat Genius Mode. ChatGPT can be your career coach. Also, you can set up, as I said, in the settings, and you can pick which voice you want. And you also can name your chat. Mine is called Cash. So if I say, hey, Cash, it may pop on and ask me, how can it help me? But I have it turned off for right now. So you have an account, it's free. Some people have a paid account and it's $20 a month. The free account does as much as the paid account. The paid account just has a few more features, but for what you want to use it for, I would start out with the free version. And as discussed earlier, the genius mode is more powerful, it's more reasoning when it comes to job searching tasks, it's more in depth. Okay. So your resume alignment, you want to get a good fit score. Everyone's applying to jobs. Some resumes, they look the same. Some people have the same work experience. Some people work the same places. You want your resume to stand out. And here's a prompt that you can use. And I also will share these prompts at the end in the chat. You can copy your resume into chat. And here's a job posting. Find a job posting that you want to apply to. And you'll say, compare the two and return for a fit score. You'll ask it for 1 to 10 or 5 missing keywords and rewrite the bullets for you to better align to that job. How cool is this? The AI knows you, knows your past, know where you're going, and you can put your resume and the job that you're applying to, and it can compare your resume to what you're applying to. It also can tell you whether there's some gaps. There's some gaps in your resume. It can tell you what the job is looking for. There's a lot of things you can do when you do resume alignment. And I will share these prompts with you at the end of the training here. Why does this matter? It shows exactly where you match and where you don't match. Don't waste your time or employees' time applying for a job if you're not sure if you're a good fit. You may have the skills, you may think you can do the job, but with AI, it will tell you the truth, whether there's a gap in what you need to do. So take the guessing out. Prompt number 2. And let me know in the chat if I'm going too fast for you. Okay, prompt 2, resume rewriting. Transfer weak bullets. It's 5 raw bullets from your resume. You paste it there in chat. You ask it to rewrite in exactly this format. action verb, what I did, and you wanted to measure your outcome, a max of 20 words each. People have a lot of resumes to read and they don't have time to read a long, in-depth information and all your qualifications that you have. So for this time in training, I took a resume and I used someone of a call center as an example here. So the person put, they answer calls in the call center. Very generic, very plain. But after using this prompt and using ChatGPT on Genius mode, it says they resolve 50 plus customer inquiries daily with a 95% satisfaction rate. Who would not want to hire a person like this? They can show numbers and impact and what they did. This is how AI can help you using prompt number 2. There's a difference between getting ignored and getting an interview. Most resumes are boring. With this transformation with our call center example, it clearly show you how ChatGPT can help you in the genius mode and having a personal assistant. Prompt number 3, an interview drill. You can have a personal assistant on ChatGPT. After you do your settings, you can click the dictation button. I'll show you that. And you can name your personal assistant and you can tell it, pretend you're the hiring manager, name the role that you're applying to, and ask me one question at a time. After each answer, critique it for clarity, and then ask me the next question. How cool is this to have a personal assistant using AI, ChatGPT, to put this prompt in with a job that you're applying to and to interview you first before you get the real interview? It leads to more confidence. You know the job. ChatGPT also can research the company for you and see what problems they're currently facing and what the need is. It can do that as well. But for this particular prompt, you can practice like a pro. So when you get ready and get in front of the real interview, your nervousness, the tension, and not being confident can come through with using this prompt in ChatGPT interviewing you live. Okay, I will go back to the chat here. If anyone would like to see an example of a live demonstration of an interview, go back to chat, raise your hand and let me know if this is something that you would be interested in. Okay, let me find my chat. 1 second. Okay, I see Leah. Is there anybody else that would like to see a demonstration using ChatGPT? Okay, I see Jay. Thank you for that. Okay, so let me go and find my personal assistant here. 1 second. This is a dictation button that I was talking about earlier. Hey, Cash. Try it again. Hey, Cash, are you there? Okay, let me go to dictation. 1 second. Hey, Cash, I am ready for you now. Are you available? Okay, let me try another chat. Let me close this and try another one. And sometime you will have those days. Can't break ChatGPT, so don't worry about that. Okay, allow. Hello. It says ready when you are. Okay. Great. Cash, are you there? Can you speak so my audience can hear you?
Absolutely. I'm here and ready to help. Let me know what you want me to do, and I'll jump right in.
Thank you. Cash, I'm here today teaching a session with the audience how they can use ChatGPT, artificial intelligence, to do an interview. Can you explain to the audience when using ChatGPT and interacting and doing a live interview, can you explain to the people in the session how ChatGPT can help them doing a live interview and practicing before the real job?
Absolutely. So, ChatGPT can be a fantastic tool for interview preparation. It can simulate mock interviews, generate common interview questions, and even provide feedback on your responses. It can help you refine your answers, improve your storytelling using the STAR method, and even give tips on body language and tone. It's like having a personalized coach that you can practice with anytime, anywhere.
Great. Cash, can you speak to some of the things that people need to upload when doing the live interview with ChatGPT? I know earlier we talked about uploading the resumes. We talked about uploading the job description. Is there anything else they need to upload for this mock interview?
Yes, definitely. Along with the resume and the job description, it's super helpful to upload things like your cover letter, any specific achievements or projects you want to highlight, and even any notes on the company culture or the interviewer's background. That way, ChatGPT can tailor the mock interview even more precisely and give you the best feedback possible.
Great. Thank you, Cash. I will talk to you later. Have a great day.
You're very welcome. Have an awesome session and a great day as well. Talk to you later.
How cool was that? You know,
Very cool.
okay, let me see my chat again. I'm sorry, I'm taking to view four screens. 1 second. Okay, I'm back on the chat now. That was cool. I see somebody with a hand raised. A Zoom user has their hand raised here. You want to answer your question? Okay, the hand went down. Okay, was there any questions that I can answer for you right here with the live interview? And thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Marilyn. So AI is here to stay and it's not going anywhere. Okay, yes. How do I start She Network? Okay, I'm not sure the question came from my iPhone. Yes, how do I start She Networking? She Networking is a platform. So in your time, when you get a chance, one, train your chat GPT on settings, and then two, find a voice that you like from settings, and then hit the dictate button. Don't hit the X because it will erase everything you said using your voice. And you can ask your personal assistant to give you feedback on your resume. You can ask your personal assistant to rewrite your resume, make it stronger, make it impactful. You can ask your personal assistant, do some research on a company. Are they hiring right now? What's their turnaround? Anything you want to know about a company to prepare yourself for the job, your personal assistant with ChatGPT is a great way to start. So I'll go back to my slides. So see the difference. We talked about the resume. I'm a good customer service and I like helping people. And then we talked about the improved answer, how it maintained a 95% customer satisfaction rate. So there's a difference between a standard mode in ChatGPT and a genius mode in ChatGPT. So next prompt. Okay, let me go here. Okay. So prompt number 5, job tracker. Stay organized. Create a table or template for tracking job search. Columns, the companies, the names, applications per week. Well, with the job market right now, I'm not sure 10 to 20 per week is enough. I've interviewed some people and some people on the upwards of like 100+ jobs that they're applying to. Nothing will frustrate you more than applying to a lot of jobs and someone call you or give you or send you an email and want to set up some time to talk about the job. And you have applied to so many jobs. You don't even know if you're going to come, you don't know the company, you forgot. No worries. Your personal assistant in ChatGPT, you can just ask it simply. I'm applying to some jobs. I applied to a lot of jobs. Can you help me set up a job tracker? Long gone are the days of people looking at a blank screen and trying to figure out what needs to be on this job tracker. Did I forget something? You can tell ChatGPT the things that you want on your job tracker, but ChatGPT with an IQ of 155 can tell you things that you did not even think of. It can create a job tracker for you. You can make an Excel, you can do a Word doc, and as you're applying for your jobs, you keep track of all the jobs that you're applying to. And here's a prompt. Generate a table template for tracking jobs. You can say, give me columns, rows, companies, links, applied date, recruiter, contact status, and next. You also, at the end of your prompt, it's called prompting in the chat box, always ask ChatGPT, please ask me clarifying questions. Because if you say, build a table, the tracker for me, it may have some additional things that they want you to put in your job tracker. So at the end of your prompt, always ask Chat, please ask me any clarifying questions, and they will give you some ideas and some suggestions that maybe you didn't think of. And now you will have a complete job tracker to stay organized. Next, pros and tips before you go. Always customize AI output. Customize, make sure it sounds like you. That starts with the settings. Use specific details and prompts. The more detailed you are with your prompt, the better outcome you'll get. Remember, garbage in, garbage out. If you're not sure how to do a prompt, because I was there too, I was merely putting one sentences in and saying, change this for me, update this for me. But now I'm an expert. I'm a prompt engineer and an AI certified consultant. I know how to prompt and I know how to use words and I know how to ask the LLM if there's any additional things that I forgot, or can you provide additional information for me to make sure my prompt is providing the outcome the best that it can give. And if I don't like the first answer that it gives me, I can say, that's great, but I need more, or I want more. Save your best prompts. I would suggest getting a Word document or Excel spreadsheet. And as you start to build your prompt library, you can categorize your prompts. I have a prompt library. I have over 5,000 prompts, and I have operations. I have things for projects. I have things for marketing, for you name it, the category I have it. And everything is categorized by the topic. And I have some of the best prompts I save. And if I get stuck, I'll just go to my prompt library and I'll take those prompts and I'll tweak those prompts. I don't have to use them as is, but it's a starter, so I'm not staring in a blank screen. You also can combine prompts. Trying to write a resume, rewriting a line together. AI can enhance networking. It can't replace human connectors, but it also can help with networking. Next page. Take these with you. I have information I'm going to drop in the chat at the end, and I have two links that I created myself in Gamma, and anyone with the link will be able to open them. So I have two documents I'm going to share with you today, and there's prompts. It will talk about how to write the prompt to interview you for jobs. It talks about your resume and some things you can do to better improve your resume, your cover page, to prepare you for interviews. So I'm going to share those prompts with you at the end. Okay, next. What to do right now. Most people on the call, you should have a chat GPT. The prompts I'm going to share with you, you choose one prompt at a time. Use your materials to get the best feedback, and then just repeat. Sometime if you take a prompt and you put in chat GPT, if you use another LLM such as Google, Claude, or Perplexity, you're going to get a different answer. And you ask, why would I get a different answer if I use the same prompt? ChatGPT is good for most things, but not all things. Google is good for some things, but not all things. Perplexity is your research brain. Anything you're doing like research, deep dive research, that would be Perplexity. Claude is going to ask you questions. You don't have to ask Claude for information. If you put a prompt in, it's going to tell you it doesn't have enough information. So try with the prompts that I'm going to share with you, and try some of the different LLM platforms and give it a spin. The more you use it, you will know which of the LLM platforms that you like. I know you hear ChatGPT all the time, but I use all of them. Depends on what I'm working on. Okay, next. No question is too basic. Whatever questions you have, we can ask. If I don't have the answer, my assistant with the IQ of 155 has the answer for you. Don't be confused about anything. Don't be afraid to break anything because you can't break anything in artificial intelligence. The best way is to take it for a drive, keep using it, and keep processing. The more you use it, the better you'll become. This is my information. I'm Carolyn Solaru, owner of the Resourceologist. My number, my email address. If you get stuck, reach out. I would love to hear your success stories. Based upon the information I shared here today and the documents I'm going to share with you, if you have a win, no matter whether it's small or big, updating your resume could be a big win. Getting a email or a phone call that you qualify for a job, that's a big win. Celebrate every win along the way, and then the big win is when you land the job. But don't forget to celebrate the small wins because the small wins, they too lead to big wins. Quick recap. Resume alignment, rewrite your resume, interview drill, cover letter, and job tracker. You got this. I know you have it. So now I'm going to go back to the chat, and now we're going to have Q&A, and we're going to have questions and answers. Okay, I see some questions here. Let me scroll through. And thank you. If this was helpful, please put some hearts in the chat. If this helped you, please put some hearts in the chat. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Love the hearts. Thank you so much. Thank you. So let me go back here. And this platform we're on, it's not a stiff platform. It's very laid back. You can come off mute. You can ask questions. It's not formal. You don't have to raise hands. Very formal. And you can ask questions here. So I'll go to the chat first. How do we use the chat GPT? Can you explain to me? Okay. How do we use the chat GPT? Okay. That was iPhone. So if iPhone is still on, if you want to come off and ask me that question, I can answer that for you.
Hi, Caroline.
Hi.
Um, hey, so, hi. So,
Hi.
so I just, my name is Jake Matthew Clement, and I just left. I went to Millermont College about 2 years ago, and but what I did was I majored in business administration science, and I just graduated there. Just got my degree last fall was when it came inside through the mailbox, and I got it on September. I got it on September 29th, and the degree that I got, it it was a associate's degree, but it was with a bachelor's degree, but it was with the business administration science. So that's why I'm here, because I want to learn more, about She networking, though, because I want to start networking with you guys, because I'm because I want to start networking with you, with She networking. How does that work? I mean, do you mind like walking me through a little bit more? I mean, kind of like give me a little bit more information about how that works with me.
Sure, we have She Network on the call. If one of the ladies wouldn't mind coming off mute and speaking to She Network platform, how he can network.
Okay.
Okay, someone's going to speak to you.
Okay.
Hi, this
All right.
is
Thanks, Caroline.
Hi, this is Deeksha. You can actually join the platform through a laptop if that's easier instead of an iPhone, because it'll be easier to
Okay.
navigate and you can look at other participants who are there, and you will be able to
Okay.
connect one-on-one and through video calls with them.
Right.
This is a special workshop session that we have set up with Carolyn, talking about AI and how it can help you with the job search.
Right. Right. See, that's what I want you guys to do. See, I want to start getting see, I want either Caroline or you to help me set up my job search up though, so that way I can start so that way that I can use this platform to look up for so I can start searching for any jobs that has to do with like sheet networking or like things like that. See, I want to start working because see, I want to start working right now as soon as possible though, so I could start making some money. Stuff like that.
Okay.
Um,
So what I'll do, I'll drop the links in the chat in a minute, and you can use those prompts, and you can take your
okay.
resume, and you can talk to ChatGPT, and everything you just said on this call, you can have a conversation
Okay.
with ChatGPT. The same information you just shared here on the call. The She Network
Perfect.
is more like a platform where it's networking, where you meet people. But the you meet people, and people recruiters sometimes they come into the network as well. But for you, I would
Right.
recommend that you set up your chat GPT, you talk to
Okay.
chat GPT, and you tell exactly what you just told us on the call. You upload your
Yeah.
resume if you have one, and you can ask chat GPT to go and
Okay.
find jobs that align to your major and your
Okay.
experience in your area, and it'll do just that for you.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay,
All right.
great.
Perfect. Yeah. So you'll drop
Yes,
so you're gonna drop that straight in the chat though, so I could get that started.
yeah, I'm gonna give me a minute. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna answer the questions first, and then I'm gonna put the links in the chat. And you'll get.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Uh,
Okay,
uh, all right. Thank you.
I have another question. Say, my question after providing the context and chat and improve it, can recruiters identify I use it? It's bad. They identify we use it. Great question, Christina. Great question. So most places they have to pass a scan, the ATS, and most jobs they have a scanner. Some jobs have it, some don't. There are tools out there, not in ChatGPT, but if you ask ChatGPT, what are the tools? You can have your resume rewritten. You can tweak it. You can take your resume and the ATS scanner, and it will remove the watermarks, the hashtags, the lines. It removes everything. It will give you a number, what percentage of your resume was humanized. You can then take that resume after running through that tool to use that resume to apply for a job. It has no detection of using any of that large language model. And I hope I answered your question. Christina, if you want to come off mute, engage more.
Hi, Carolyn. Thank you. Yes, it's a good idea to kind of ask back how would it be with the score. And I guess I'm just thinking this because I like what you said of kind of not staying with the first answer it gives me and kind of work it a little bit more. And just as a follow-up, I like that you started saying like it has to keep our voice in what we're writing. So
Yes.
after I've done it, I follow the steps in the prompt. How can I make sure I have a version of the resume that is really my voice? It's not been as generic as it could be by just using ChatGPT normally.
Yes, that will happen once you go into your personal settings with ChatGPT and you fill out the settings there, the personalization. Once you put information there about yourself and talk about you, that is where you put your voice at in the settings. So when leaving the settings and you start to ask ChatGPT questions, it knows you because you went to settings and you talked about things that only you would know, only jobs you did, things like that, and it starts to build from there. So the more you start to use ChatGPT, it knows you. It knows how you speak. It knows how you write. You can also put in the settings, no hallucinations. I just want facts. I want long answers. I want short answers. You tell it what you wanted to do in your settings, and that is where your voice comes from, if that makes sense.
Okay, it does. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, next question, Marilyn. I'm sorry I may have missed it, but where can I find an option to select the voice for my chat? No worries. You go to settings on the left part of the screen where your name is, and you right click it, and then you'll see it come up for like settings. And then once you go to settings, I think it's general, I'm not sure, and it'll say voice, and then you would have several options to choose from, and you can choose it from there. And I hope that answers your question, Marilyn. Did I answer your
Yes, it did. I'm sorry. Yes, you answered my question, Carolyn.
Okay, thanks.
Mhm.
And then Marilyn, once you start to use chat and some of the other large language models and you get real good at it, some people use their own voice. So like right now, I did the prompt engineering. I'm working on creating agents and workflows, and I'm building API apps. Once
Okay.
you get really good, and don't ever feel like you're behind, because you have to find your lane in artificial intelligence, and you have to scale deep, not wide. And one piece of advice I would share with you, don't chase all these AI tools out here. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay.
Use ChatGPT, is free. Use Gemini, is free. Use Claude, is free. Use Perplexity. I do have a paid version of Perplexity because it came with some other things. Those are your large language models. After that, then you find out what AI tools you would like to use to connect with your large language models. I'll give you an example. Last night I was playing on a platform called Sora, Sora, and I made digital content. I had to create something called a B-roll, where the B-roll wanted me to have some clips of myself in different outfits and different locations. It was 8 o'clock at night. I'm not going to change my clothes and go outside or the next day and take a bunch of pictures. I'm an AI consultant. I use the platform Sora. I went to ChatGPT. I created a prompt, what I wanted to do, and I spoke to Chat. Chat created a prompt, and I took that prompt and I took it over to Sora, and Sora created that 30-second B-roll clip for me. I needed 5, and I finished less than 15 minutes. If I would have did it a regular way, I would have had to change my clothes, do my hair, put makeup on, drive around to different places. AI is making things better, faster. It's not taking away your thought process. It's not making you dumber, because you need your brain in order to talk to chat. You have to know things if you're going to do project management, if you're going to do testing, wherever your field and line of work is, you're going to take that knowledge and you're going to talk to chat to expand, to grow faster for what you want to do, if that makes sense. So start with the LLMs, choose 1 or 2 AI tools, give yourself time and grace to practice those tools. Don't keep buying a lot of tools, because you don't want to be a hoarder of the AI tools.
Okay.
You want to build what's called a Swiss Army knife. You want to know what LLM tool or platform to use, whether it be Claude, Perplexity, Gemini. You want to start there. That's your LLM platform. Then if you need something to do presentations with, I love Gamma. They have other ones, but if I want to do presentations, this presentation I just showed you, I built this in Gamma. And in the chat, I want you to tell me how long you think it took for me to put this presentation together in the chat. Just drop a number in the chat. How long do you think it took for me to put this presentation together? Scroll down. 10 minutes, 10 minutes, 2 days, 10 minutes. Spot on. If this was the regular way without artificial intelligence, you would need a team to meet. Then you have to talk to leadership to see if they decided it was good enough. They may want to put their spin on it. Then you go back to the drawing board, and then you work on it again. Then you have to edit it. You're looking at a whole week of back and forth and getting approvals if the PowerPoint was good enough. This PowerPoint took me 3 minutes to create. I started with my AI prompt first. It took me minutes to do the prompt. You can change pictures, you can change the text. You're not stuck with what the AI tool give you. You always can make changes to it. You're not stuck, again, you're not stuck with what it give you. I can opt out the pictures, I can change some stuff around. So that's what I'm talking about, the AI tool. Find out with your Swiss Army knife what AI tools work for you. You need something to do presentations with. You're going to need a large language platform, and you decide which one you need to use and the best one to use, what you want to do for. And then as you go, build your AI tool as you go. Try things, break it, test it, get familiar with it. You don't have to be a master in the AI tools, but know how to use it because there's over 5,000 AI tools in the market. Some will stay, some will go, and some will be around for a long time. There's a site, I don't recall the name of the site, but there's a site and it tells you all the AI tools is out there and what they're used for, and it has the ratings of the tools. Don't buy a whole lot of AI tools. Just use the tools that works for you, master it, and take it from there and build and scale. And I hope I answered your question. Okay, I have an employment gap. I have volunteer experience, but I'm still not getting interviews. Do you think certification in my field will help? Okay, you want to come off mute? I don't want to mess your name, but Navid? Is that how you? Navid?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Yes.
Hi,
Okay.
Jen.
Hi.
Thank you for connecting with us and doing this for us. So the thing is that I am in like some sort of like middle what do you call it, sandwich? I'm not sure. So whenever I interview for entry level position, they feel I'm overqualified. When I interview for a my level position or my field position, they think I'm missing something, and then they look at my employment gap. So basically, I have like three plus years of employment gap right now, and it's getting really difficult for me to like get an interview. I mean, the ones I get, either I'm overqualified or underqualified. I'm not getting exactly what I want. So, and then I'm like really skeptical about the whole certification thing because I did had the Google search and it didn't really help me. I also made side projects. I'm not sure how many more I have to make, and it's just getting frustrating at this point because I'm not sure like
Okay.
how do I
Okay.
go from there.
Sure. So you have the employment gap. So go to ChatGPT, you upload your resume, you talk about the volunteer experience you have, and you be honest, you talk about not getting the interviews and the jobs. You have a conversation, like I showed earlier, of a personal assistant you have in chat. You have this conversation, and ChatGPT will give you recommendations, what you need to do, and how to fill your gaps. It will lay it out step by step for you.
So wouldn't like because I did volunteering experience, would that help? It
Yeah,
should, right? I'm not sure
yeah.
like what is like the thing that I'm missing mostly.
So
Um,
your volunteer experience, it still has an impact. It still has a measurement to it. It still has some meaningful information you did. So when talking to ChatGPT, just like the job I showed you earlier, where the person answered a call, but then it showed that they answered like, I don't know, like a certain number of calls and the satisfactory rate was 95%. Do the same thing for your volunteer experience. Talk about what you did and talk about the impact. So even though it's a volunteer experience, you still can take the same information from paying jobs and still change that into a ROI. You can get impact from that. So have a conversation with chat. Give chat
mhm.
as much information as you can about your volunteer experience. Um, it sounds like you're going to have a very long, deep dive conversation. I wouldn't type it out because that's a lot of information to type out. I would go to the dictate button like I showed earlier in the call. I would do the dictate button and I would have a conversation just like you're having a conversation with another person. And I would say, I have an employment gap. I have a lot of volunteer experience. I'm still not getting interviews. I would talk about the volunteer experience. I would tell chat about the experience. I would tell them about the employment. Put your resume in, it can tell you the gap. So it'll do the gap analysis for you. And then you can say, please help me write my volunteer experience so I can show impact from my volunteer experience. So you'll have the impact the same way you had when you were working. And then you can talk about your employment gap. How do I write that on my resume so it doesn't show like a large gap for my employment? And you have your resume there, and ChatGPT will have a conversation first, and then it will rewrite your resume for you to show you the best way when people have an employment gap, how to write it. It would expound on your volunteer experiences and pull out the depth and the breadth of your volunteer experience because it's meaningful. And chat can help you pull that information out.
Sure thing, Carolyn. I'll try to do that.
Okay.
Carolyn, can I also piggyback off of kind of what you were saying as well?
Sure.
Naveed, something that helped me get more traction in my job application. So my aunt, she's been in the tech industry for, oh my gosh, like 20 plus years. And she told me about this extension. It's called Jobalytics. And so basically how it works, any job title that you come across or, open position, it'll analyze the job description for you and then spit out keywords that could help to kind of get you through to the next round. So I think a lot of companies are kind of using AI to sift through all the resumes that are being submitted. Joblytics is something that I've noticed a huge difference the moment I started using it. I'm gonna paste it in the chat. So that's the link. If you add that as an extension, update your resume, I'm sure you'll see some improvements.
Sure. Thank you,
Thank you for
Cindy.
sharing that.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Anybody else have anything they want to ask? I'm putting the prompts in the chat, the ones I promised earlier. So I'm not sure if people can stay or they have to leave, but I just want to drop the prompts here that you can practice with using chat. So those are the prompts there that I have. Okay, let me see. Did anyone else have any questions? Just trying to go through the chat here. You can just come off mute and talk.
Hey, Carolyn. Hi, this is Nilofer. Thank you for the wonderful session. Sorry, I actually missed the initial part of it. I joined a bit late. But Deeksha did tell me that we'll get the recording, so we're good. One question that I have about is I'm actually interested in learning about prompt engineering. I've been kind of looking it up on YouTube. A lot of, obviously there's a whole bunch of material there. But then, if you were to recommend, how to begin with the learning of prompt engineering, and if there are some resources that you could recommend, that would be helpful.
Sure. What I would recommend, there's a lot of information out on YouTube. Some is good, like anything. Some things are good, some things are not. But what I can say about prompt engineering, when you go to YouTube, I would put in the search box how to prompt for beginners if you want to start there, or you can ask YouTube for formulas for prompting. So there's something called formulas for prompting. Every prompt should have a role, a content, information, clarifying questions at the end. So I know about 20 different formulas when it comes to prompt engineering. I don't always use all of them because I'm so used to writing up prompts. It's like second nature for me. But every prompt that you use, no matter what large language model platform you're using, you always have to give your prompts. Someone's noise in the background. You always have to give your prompt a role, no matter which platform you're using. Your prompt always have to start with a role. I'll give you an example. I was practicing something and I wanted to create a picture or photo. And I don't know top photographers, but I know in the world, they're like top photographers that charge like, I don't know, like thousands and thousands of dollars. And so I wanted to create an image and I wanted to do something for Christmas. And so what came to mind was a photographer I like. Her name is Ann Leibowitz, I think. I can't afford her. She costs like a lot of money per hour. But with ChatGPT, you have access to anybody in the world. So with your role in prompting, you'll tell ChatGPT your role is an expert, ... You always start with the role. So if you know somebody that you know that you want to use their name, and if not, you can say your role is X, Y, and Z, and you are an expert in this field. So you give the prompt the role first, you give it content and context, and then you put as much information as you can put in. And at the end of your prompt, you always ask, please ask me clarifying questions, especially Claude. If you use Claude, Claude will ask you so many questions, you'll be to the point like, just give me the answer. Claude will ask you a lot of questions. Chat, not so much. Chat GPT, you have to say at the end of your prompt, please ask me clarifying questions. If you take the same prompt and you put it into Claude, Claude will automatically start asking you questions. That's the difference between the large language models. Claude will ask you additional questions. So never be afraid when you prompt. If you can remember, the one formula would be the role, the content, the context, and give as much information as you can give it. And at the end, say, please ask clarifying questions. That will start you off with one of the formulas. And if you go to YouTube and put chat GPT, put prompt formulas, I'm new to prompting, it'll have a whole series of people teaching how to prompt. And you'll see that most of them talk about the role, the content, and additional information. So the more you do it, you don't have to type your role is. You'll automatically type it out without typing the word your role is. I hope that helped.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Carolyn. That's pretty good tips and information. I was just taking notes as you were talking, so thank you.
Okay.
That's helpful.
You're welcome. Any other questions? We have a good about 30 minutes. If anybody have, this is Q&A. Don't be afraid. There's a no judgment room here. Just come off mute and start talking.
Hi, Carolyn. I'm Meg Patel. I'm a recent graduate student from Rutgers, and I did my master's in data science. And I just wanted advice on how I should be balancing like applying jobs on LinkedIn and other platforms versus directly applying to specific companies in data science and AI. So that's been a difficult area for me. And yeah, I've been applying to multiple jobs and I'm just navigating between a lot of platforms here, and it's a little confusing to me.
Okay, great question. So with your LinkedIn profile, ChatGPT can help you optimize and maximize your LinkedIn platform. LinkedIn platform, people have information there, and you want your goals to have the recruiter or someone that's a hiring person to reach out to you for a job. So I would say start with ChatGPT. I know I keep going back to ChatGPT, but you can do ChatGPT. You can use Copilot, you use Claude, you can use Gemini. I would start with the large language model, and I would explain exactly what you just said. I would ask them to help me optimize my LinkedIn profile, because that's where it starts first. It's not about like the role and the job. People are going to look at your profile first before they move forward. So I would start with chat, and I would put my LinkedIn profile in ChatGPT, because I had a prompt. I would put your link for ChatGPT and LinkedIn in there, and I would have a conversation. I'm a recent graduate science and data science. I've been applying for jobs. I'm not getting a lot of hits. I need my LinkedIn profile to be optimized. But remember the prompt I just shared with the young lady, and I told her the role? When you put your when you put your LinkedIn profile into chat, I would tell chat, your role is someone who works at LinkedIn. I need you to optimize my LinkedIn profile. What better person would know how your profile should look? A person that worked at LinkedIn. You do your role. You're an expert. You work at LinkedIn. I need you to optimize, maximize my LinkedIn profile. And you have your link there, and ChatGPT will come back with what you can put and the changes they recommend.
Okay.
Hope that helps.
Yeah, thank you.